And it seems that we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another workshop with the DevRel team at Metis L2. My name is Victor Munoz. I'm a developer advocate at Metis, and today I am here with Nidhi, another DevRel, and we're gonna be having a very exciting workshop today. Is for a very hot topic. I'm pretty sure that by this time you have already heard about AI agents and AI agents framework. And of course, at Metis, we do have some interesting things to cover today with the Alith AI agentic framework. So welcome once again. How are you doing today, Nidhi?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you, Victor?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited about having this conversation today. I know that we have tons of people asking about this topic. It's very hot right now. And on top of that, we are hosting a bounty with Last AI and Alid. So the idea is that developers can contribute to the source code or create an interesting piece of technical content to help onboard more users to this AI agent framework. And of course, the more interesting contribution, at least from my point of view, is different Telegram bots that you can build with AI agents frameworks such as Alid and that can perform certain on-chain actions. As we are going to be exploring today, what are you most excited about when it comes to AI agents, Nidhi?
Uh, there is like a lot of things that comes when we talk about the AI agent. So it interacts with the blockchain. It interacts with the in general applications as well. So what really more excites me is the that how it connects with the Web3 world and how it perform the things for you, for yourself, for your team group. I mean, for whatever. So we have the on-chain data that we're gonna dive deep into the in the later of the workshop. So
Mhm.
that's what more exciting and interesting for me for this particular workshop is that we're gonna see that how easily and you can do check things, you can do your web3 things, being a non-developer, being a non-web3 person. So that's what is most interesting that when it comes to the AI agent thing.
Yeah, I like this because at the end of the day, here you have, a little bit of people that are working on Web3 and a little bit of people that are working on AI, and then you have, the mix of both, which is quite interesting. So why don't we start by sharing some like very basics about what is really an AI agent? That's the
Yeah.
first question, and a complement to that is what is really an AI agent framework, right? Because a lot of people
Yeah.
have been confusing these two terms and what does it really mean to have a framework, right? So let's
Yeah.
start with the basics. What is an AI agent an AI
Yeah.
agent first, and then a framework.
Yeah. So um let's say let's I mean talk about the AI agents first. So you guys have been heard about have been listening about the AI agents, this, that and all, like for like last few months, and it's booming world in the Web3 and AI market right now. So you know how we are always doing going about AI this, AI that. So well, an AI agent is something really specific and super cool thing that what I personally feel. Think of it like in this way, that it's not just a program that follows a script, but it's actually a system that can think for itself and take an action on its own, kind of having a smart assistant who does not just follow the orders but actually understand like what you need to figures out and how to get it done. So that's what an AI agent can do. Like whatever you give the instructions, it does not just follow that instructions, but it look I mean it just simply look at it, it interact with it, and it follow it, and it can modify the things according to what you have given in the instruction. So let me give you a quick example. So maybe you remember that old chase program in the laptop, in the system, that always made the same moves, so AI agent are not nothing like that, not similar like that. So they watch what you are doing, they learn from it, and they change their strategy on the fly. So, if we talk about AI agent in particularly in our blockchain world, then this is the huge thing. These agents can do like a lot of things. It can jump into the smart contracts and interact with them. It can keep eye on your assets and make the decisions about them. It can also do the automate all the DAOs votes and governance stuff that we always do and deal with in the blockchain world. Whenever we talk about the blockchain, there is always DAO and decentralization. So it is able to do your this kind of stuff, particularly in the blockchain world. It also can manage your trading boats and like whatever in that part. So that's what I can simply explain about the AI agent. And moreover, the if you talk about the AI agent framework, so what is the framework actually? So I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to build an AI agent from a scratch. So when I heard AI agent for the very first time, I was really wanted to build something using AI agent on the blockchain, but I didn't know how do I start and how do I do. Even though I had little bit background in AI, I was not able to think that how will I do it. So that's where the framework comes in. So that's building from a scratch, like AI agent building from a scratch. It generally sounds like a nightmare. So that's where the framework comes in. And it's like instead of starting with nothing but code and a dream, I'll say. So frameworks gives you all the building blocks that you really need, so you don't have to build it from the scratch. That framework, particularly that framework, have built something for yourself, which you're just gonna use it and you're gonna modify it in a little bit way. And
Yeah, I Yeah, I think that that's key in what you mentioned there, Nidhi, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to kind of reinvent the wheel, right? We want to use code that is reusable. We want to use as many tools as possible for us. And I think that AI agent frameworks, one way to think about them in different terms is about like the set of tools that they made available, right? And that's why I think personally that the Alith framework is very useful because even has included like Eliza OS and LangChain and a bunch of other things, right? So I think this is a great moment actually to pivot and talk about specifically the Alith AI agent framework. And I see
yes,
that you are already excited and sharing about the documentation for Alith. So
yes.
let's dive into it.
Yes. So, as Victor mentioned, that Elite is a framework for the Lays AI. So, that's, I mean, like it is actually the powerful AI agent framework, I'll say, which is designed to solve some the major challenges facing by the developers and the business alike as well. So
Right.
let's break it down in a simple term. So this is the introduction page for the Elite. I'm not gonna dive deep into this the whole of this page, but this, let me zoom in. Okay. So, Elite is designed specifically for a Web3. I'll say that providing, seamless integration with the blockchain technology, decentralized data governance, and high performance interface capabilities. So,
Mhm.
if your project requires Web3 integration or decentralized AI framework, so Alith is a better choice, I'll say. In addition, based on the Alith, they have the Python SDK, they have the Node.js as Node
Right.
as SDK, right? So this is also one of the most my favorite thing about the Alith, that it provides the different language supports that
Yeah.
helps like a lot of developers to build and develop the things in their own way. Cause what I feel here is that, let's say, if I'm not a web3 developer, I don't know the Rust, I don't know the Solidity, but I'm the web2 developer and I know the Node.js, Python, so I still can be in the web3 world. Like I still can do the code using Python and Node.js,
Right.
the creating AI agent in a Web3. And when we'll see that, I'll show you the live demo. You will also realize that how easy it is, to code in a Python. We're gonna see in a Python, so you'll see that
Awesome.
how easy it is to just change few things, and you'll be able to interact with the blockchain, on-chain data, and all. So we can easily integrate Alith with like different chains. Like let me show you the integration they have. So as I said that it is designed for the blockchain, but if you still want to interact with the lang chain, which is the lang chain is excellent LLM orchestration, but lacks the blockchain integration. So if you want to integrate it with it, they do have the integration on that. They Elite have recently integrate this thing with the Eliza. So
And
Eliza
the
have a lot
tools.
of plugins which you can integrate, like in Eliza. You can integrate anything in Eliza and vice versa. I mean,
And vice versa, right? You can go both ways. That's very important to mention.
yes,
And then I see that we have something else there, Coinbase. What
yes,
is it?
yeah. So
Agent, the
coin.
agent key.
So sorry.
I was just reading the title that says agent kit.
Yeah, so use these agent kit actions with Elite. I mean, you can directly use the agent kit from the Coinbase ecosystem. You don't need to, as mentioned here, that you don't need to rewrite in Elite code. So you can just install this plugin and or install the dependency, I'll say, and you can use the, like, this is the simple code, and you can interact with the
Got it. Got
blockchain.
it. Yeah, very simple piece of code there. It seems that the tutorials are also very nice, like very
Yes.
friendly for starters. I know that I have some friends that are actually learning Python, so they are gonna be checking out this material. I 100% encourage people that are watching this to give it a try. I think you're gonna be surprised on how smooth the experience is, and how flexible. The flexibility component, like you mentioned before, is something that is very important for developers. So I'm very optimistic about the adoption of this tool. And I just want to jump ahead and ask you, okay, what exactly are going to be covering in this technical tutorial today?
Okay, so let me stop the screen and reshare the new page. So we are going to let me share the link here as well, that we're gonna cover the GitHub repo.
So, yes, for the people in our audience, we made all of our materials public in our public repository that we created for Metis Edu, right? From Metis Education. We are the maintainers of those repositories, and we have contributions from developers from all around the world in different, sectors inside crypto and blockchain, and now with AI agent frameworks as well with Alith. So it is certainly a place in which you want to go and learn a few things. Today, I see that you share here this link, Alid AI agent demo. So what are we going to be seeing here?
Yes, let me share a screen. Is it visible now? The
Yes, I can see that.
right, yeah. So we're gonna dive deep into this Elite AI agent demo repository from the Metis GitHub repo. So you can easily find it in the Metis. You go to the Metis edu, and you can easily find it here on the first repo. So
Awesome.
we are going to see first the demo the simple one, the demo, that how does the AI agent work, and like how easy it is to change few things, and you can create your own personal AI agent. And then we're gonna check ERC20 balance check.py file, so which is basically about checking ERC20 token balance from testnet as well as from the mainnet. So that we're gonna check. That will be running in the VS Code only, I mean in the command prompt only. And if we'll get still more time, then we're gonna talk about this Telegram bot, which do the same thing, but it is designed in such a way that you can ask some questions to the AI agent in the Telegram bot, and as well as you can give the prompt that check balance, deploy ERC20 token, deploy ERC721 token. So it will do like little bit advanced thing for your. So let's get started, and it's easy if you guys are watching, and it will be like super easy to follow with me. So it,
Awesome. Super important question here. Actually, two questions. The first one is this is kind of the most basic thing that I can do on chain, right? This is kind of the vibe I'm getting, right?
Yes, yes. The
Oh,
most basic thing that you can do on a on chain, that check the any ERC20 token balance, right? So
right.
it gonna be super easy that to perform this two files, yeah, this first and the second one. You don't need anything. I mean, no any token or anything. But yeah,
Right.
for the Telegram bot, this file for the Telegram bot AI agent, you will need Telegram bot token, and also you'll need Open API secret key. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, for that you have to purchase it. So for that thing I have keep the thing simple, so that you guys
Makes sense.
can play along with me.
Okay, and this is the second and most important question, which is I go to this repository and I copy paste the code. Is it gonna work just like that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
As long as you install your dependencies, you're all set. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nidhi. Let's get into it. And in the meantime, while you keep configuring and checking out everything, I would invite people to actually reshare this space. This is a kind of unique material that we are creating in terms of, educational content on the AI and blockchain space. So let's show some love. I see some people on the chats. Good morning, Kobe. Good morning, Web3 Voyage. It's nice to see you guys on X and YouTube as well. So, okay, Nidhi, you already pulled up your guns there with Visual Studio Code, so let's dive
Yes,
into it.
yes. So let's get started the real battle. I'll say. Okay, so let the copy the GitHub repo, and I have created the demo folder, and let me go to the demo, and we're gonna git clone it. Okay, and we're gonna open it. Let me zoom like this only. Okay, perfect. So we do have this files, okay, and we're gonna check the demo.py file first. It's super easy, super simple, and I mean easy to you can just deploy like along with me as well. So we're gonna okay. So we are as we will be using Python for this AI agent. So we have to create and activate the virtual environment. So by this command, you will be able to. Oh no. Okay, so by this command, you will be able to create and activate it. So by this, you are going to activate the virtual and yes, virtual environment. And if you are using the Windows, follow the this command. But I'm gonna delete
Yeah,
it.
so all of this is essentially setting up your environment, right? Locally.
Yes, all
Okay.
all in the local environment, and you're gonna install this. I hope this installation works. Okay, perfect. So
Okay.
While this works, this readme file is set up for the telegram bot token. So if you want to play with the telegram bot ai agent, you just simply create the env file. After this step, you just simply create the env file and get your open api key, get your telegram bot token. So simply you go to the telegram and you go to the bot father, I guess, and you type the slash new and create the new bot for yourself and get the telegram bot token, and you paste it just here and get your open api secret keys which start with sk. And yeah, and your wallet private key you won't be need to read the data, but if you want to deploy the contract, or if you want to interact with it, I mean to basically write things on the blockchain, you will need the private key. But if you just want to play with the reading the data, I mean check the erc20 token balance, you don't need the private key, it will be fine. And here's the full code for that, the same from that file. And yeah, this is, I mean, the some advanced, if you want to add some more advanced functions, then you can add this thing in that particular file. But that is already, I have already added like a lot of functions which will able which using which you will be able to deploy contract and all. And we simply run the bot using this command. So as simple as that. We okay, this is for run. So we what we did is like run 3 4 commands, and um, we are all set. Okay, so let me explain you the code first. So as here you can see, just a moment. Okay, so as here you can see that we are importing some files, I mean OS for the operating system, and Alith import from the agent, and .env file to load the environmental data. But we are not going to use the env file, it's just for that telegram board thing.
But yeah, this is very important to highlight. So the .env file is something that I need to provide with my keys, essentially, right? For the wallet, for ChatGPT, for whatever else that I'm going to be integrating, right? So what you're saying here is that I'm not going to be needing this for this basic tutorial of just checking things on chain, because I'm not going to be, deploying a contract or anything like that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's just the basic simple thing that. And yeah, so the now the main question comes in, that how you initialize the elite agent, right? So once we have done the like import things and all, so now we gonna simply give the name, the model, the gpt-4, whatever name you want to give here. Like, I mean, let me give the simple. Okay, just changing, playing with the words, I'll say. Okay, so and preamble, yeah, the most important thing here in this ai agent is the preamble, that how you set this up is going to follow this thing. So preamble is like the back history for your ai agent. It actually tells you that uh, tells like how your model is going to behave, like what to focus on and what tone to adopt. So in this example, that ai agent is defined in helpful ai assistants for a metis blockchain. So this what we are playing with is uh, helpful ai assistant for a metis blockchain. So this direct the ai to prioritize blockchain related content, right? So the text encourages the ai to answer the questions clearly and provide educational value. So if you see here in preamble that I have written, that you are a helpful AI assistant for Metis L2 blockchain, and you can answer questions about the blockchain technology and help users to understand the basic concepts, right? So you can modify this preamble to customize your AI agent's personality, like if you're creating for yourself, like to answer your personality, like whatever about yourself, you can write it down. And it can be like you can set it up like in whatever size you want. So this will make the AI's response feel more comfortable and more conversational. So the pro tip here is that crafting a thoughtful preamble can drastically improve the quality of your AI agent's response, basically. So it pro tip, all I can give you here is that uh, the more good you write the preamble, it your AI agent will respond in a more that good way. And then we're gonna define the function, the main. Okay, so I'm not going to explain the syntax of the Python in this right now. So I hope that you just follow this, and this is how we write the functions in the Python. So like this is these two liners, like I mean the optional that I'm just printing that I get to know that okay, my AI agent is running, and type exit or a quit to quit, and print ask me about anything about the Metis to blockchain, and has had some conditions that when it's true, user get input. So here you are you will get a user input using this thing. So input, in an input, whatever you write, like you or let's say Nidhi. So it gonna ask me like whatever prompt that I will be putting as a user, I'm gonna put here when it says the Nidhi. So that's where how we get the user input and check if the user wants to exit or not. So there is the one another condition that if user want to exit or not. If it wants to exit, then just say Nidhi will just say goodbye, have a great day, and get a response from the agent. And we're gonna print the response from the agent. So let's say my agent is on-chain agent. So we're gonna get the on-chain agent response from, okay, let's say Metis agent. Okay, simply save it, and that's how we call the main function. And let me run it. Okay, so you write Python 3, yeah, like this, Python 3 demo.py. Why?
So it seems that it found an error trying to open a file. We might have to check out the paths. Yeah, exactly.
Let me Python 3 demo.py. Okay, let me try it with the
You're gonna be trying to open from another direction, other
uh,
location.
another location. Yeah,
Gotcha. In the meantime, while you run this debug testing, which always happens, guys, so
yeah,
no worries about it, right? It's the beauty of online workshops. You can get into troubles live and you might have to figure that out, which is usually what happens to developers on real settings, right? So, not an issue on that side. And in the meantime, for the people in our audience that are watching and trying to, catch up with this, what you guys have to do here, I'm going to show this on YouTube as well on the streaming is go to github.com/metis edu/Alith AI agent demo, and you will be able to fork this repository and check it out live. Uh, I would 100% encourage you actually, if you have the time to try to follow this live, because that way you can ask some questions and then we can, follow along with you guys. As well as to remind you to please follow Metis developers account and Metis L2 account and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Nidhi, it seems that you got it now.
Yep, yep. And one more thing, I would like to know if anyone is following along with me. Please drop down the comments below that you guys are following with me and what you are changing, what you are doing right now with me. I would love to see that thing. Okay,
Amazing.
so let's run this. Okay, so that's how we get started. So simple Metis AI agent is running that we got these two lines when our agent is starting, and then we're gonna get the user input. So let's, Victor, would you mind giving me some questions for this AI agent?
Yeah, sure. Well, but first of all, what was the issue so that people can,
Uh, I
learn?
think that was the maybe that directory issues and
Ah, got it.
yeah.
Got it. So, okay, so let's move along. My question for this AI agent is, what is Metis L2?
Okay, so this is the user prompt from the user, and it is giving this thing is the preamble, and
Right. This
this
this is
is
giving you like the inside information of what's going on with the agent internally, right?
yes, it's all thing running locally. If you want to do this thing, same thing on the Telegram bot. That's what have mentioned in the README file that you can play with the Telegram bot. But it's all
Right.
thing running locally, and here we can see that we get the Metis agent and response from the Metis agent that layer to blockchain protocol design for blah blah blah. Okay, so this is how it's running. Let me try one more question. Can you
Sure.
explain Alith? What is Alith? Let's see if it talks about anything outside the Metisal 2 or not. Yeah. So that's what we have mentioned in the preamble that you are the helpful AI for a Metisal 2 blockchain, and you can question about the blockchain technology Metisal 2 and help. So that's why it's not giving us the information about the elite. So should we should we jump on the on-chain data? I mean, to check the ERC20 balance, or we want to play? I mean, more on this thing.
So, okay, I have a question here because one might wonder. I think that a lot of people get confused about where is the data coming from, in the sense like, okay, where is the agent now pulling this information to reply to this? Is it from the GPT-4 model, right?
Yes, as we are using GPT-4 model, is pulling the data from the GPT-4 model.
Okay, so then my next question is, okay, I don't want you to go into like all of the technical details, just a high level answer will be enough for this. But what about if I want to add new contextual information? Let's say on GPT-4 model, like you mentioned, there is no information about Alid, and I want to maybe manually or
Maybe
add from some source.
yeah,
How can I do that?
maybe we can add here L2 Elite framework from Lazy. Oh, I didn't challenge here, but let me try. Here, what is the lead?
Okay, so now you put in the configuration of the agent that it can reply things about Ali as well.
Yeah,
He didn't got it, right? He doesn't
yeah.
have access to that information. Okay, fair enough, because I don't think Ali was there when we had GPT-4, so I think it kind of makes sense. Um, but anyway, so for the question of adding new knowledge, how do I go about that if I'm a developer?
Adding a new knowledge. In which sense? I mean, adding a new knowledge. I mean, you want to add something different, right?
Yeah.
So
So
you can
that the agent has more information, right? More
yes.
context.
So you can change the preamble here. You can answer all the questions about. Python.
Got it. So this is one way I can change the
Okay,
preamble.
let me run this. It should run now. But yeah, basically you can change the preamble. I see that Python is a high level interpreted programming language that was developed. So it's fetching data from the this model GPT-4 model. So whatever you can get from that, you can pull the things here as well. And you
Red.
can modify, let's say if I want to modify something like Metis is this, but I want to give the response in this way, in this context, and in this in this tone, I can use that tone here. I mean, I can provide that tone that you can answer the questions about Python in simple tone, in professional tone, I mean.
Got it. Then you can play around that. Okay. I think we have the general idea super clear at this point. Now we are gonna be checking out some stuff on the blockchain. Am I correct?
Yep. So let me get the screen. Okay, so let's get started here. So, okay, so yeah, as what we did on the demo file, we have important the all the libraries that we will need, the Alith agent .env file. I don't think we're gonna need the .env file again. Let me just comment it down, and JSON and Web3 to interact with the blockchain. And I don't think we need this. Uh, Okay, and we have defined the Metis configuration. And if you don't want to hardcode the value here, you can also define in the environmental variable, but no make no sense for now, as you can define the values here. And initializing the web3 that we are getting RPC URL from this configurations, and connecting it with the web3. And I have got this ERC20 ABI from the very standard ERC20 token. So just deploy it, and you can get the ERC20 ABI. And I mean, whatever contract you want to interact with, you just gonna put the ABI key here to interact with it, to interact with that particular smart contract. So let's say if you
Wait, wait,
uh,
wait. So I have a question before we jump into that for the people that are new. What is the ABI?
ABI is, let's say when you deploy the contract and
Right.
you want to interact with it in the blockchain world. So we can basically interact with it in the remix, right? So
Right.
we just simply interact with it. But what if we want to call the functions from the website or from the backend part? So that's where we need the ABI key to
Awesome.
interact with the contract methods. So whatever contract you want to use, I mean, if you, let's say, building the AI agent for a quiz session, then you deploy the quiz contract and you use the that ABI key here. And as mentioned in that demo file as well, we're gonna initialize the agent, that naming that Metis token balance agent. We're gonna use GPT-4 model. And what preamble we have set here is that you are an AI assistant for Metis L2 that can check ERC20 token balance, and you can help user retrieve token information from the Sepulia network, as well as from the mm, mainnet. Okay, and we're gonna check that whatever address. Okay, so when we check the balance of ERC20 token, so we're gonna have enter the address of contract address and the uh, user address. So this is the contract address and this is the user address. I want to check this user balance in this ERC20 contract. So we have to provide the two address. So we're gonna check that if we are getting the valid address, valid Ethereum address format from the user input. So that's for that we have written the um, function here. If the address is valid or not. So
Got it.
this check the let me know if I have to explain the syntax, cause it's a Python and it's simply readable. Python have the simply readable format,
Got it.
syntax.
So this is what we're seeing here is essentially like Python code to kind of read things from the blockchain, right? Is that correct?
I didn't get your question. Python is reading from the blockchain, right?
Yes, I'm using Python code here to read
Yes, yes, yes,
things from the blockchain.
yes.
Okay, cool. And if people want to learn more about like the syntax for this kind of thing, where they can check this out?
They can go to the Python, like I mean, the official any website, like tutorials, Python tutorials to change the um, syntax of it, or if they want to modify something, it's I mean simply
Can you
available.
go,
online, yeah.
can you maybe go to the top of this code in which we are importing the different modules? Yeah, I think that this is going to be important, right? Because you're importing OS, then from Web3, you are importing Web3, and I think that from that people can get a lot of the syntax, right?
Yes, I mean from a Web3, we are importing Web3 to interact with the blockchain to use the ABI. I mean, how we gonna interact with the on-chain data? So we need ABI, the smart contract ABI, to interact with it, to interact with the method of it. As Let me show you here that if you go to the here, so in the contract you have this all the methods, this is the read contract. So you have this all the read functions, and you have here all the write functions. So if you
Right.
want to uh, read any one of this function, let's say balance of, so you put account address here and you read the data from here, right? So how you do this, how you get this thing? So that's why we need web3 and ABI, and we need to initialize web3 as well, right? So that's why we have important the web3.
Got it. Super clear.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and then no issue. We have the check balance. So in the check balance function, we do have this try block, and in this we are validating the address as mentioned. We are checking this function here, basically that if you're not providing the invalid address format, it just gonna simply give you this return string. And create a contract instance means that you want to get the contract, not a contract address, but you are just creating an instance that go to this address that we will be giving in the prompt, that we will be getting this contract address and wallet address from the user prompt. So that will get into the address, and it will load the ABI key from the above variable, and it will create the contract instance, and then it will try to get the information, token information. So it will get the token information from the symbol, I mean will get symbol, decimal, lemon, total supply. So how what things are working here? So contract, so we're going to use this contract. In this contract variable we do have two things, let's say address and the ABI. So what it will say that go to the contract, use the address. So the address that I have passed of the contract address, not the user address, right? So let's say I have passed ABC is the contract address. So it's gonna use the ABC, and it then it will use the ABI key. In that, using ABI key, go to the functions and use the symbol function and call it. So
Got it.
simple syntax to read the functions, to read this all read contract functions, that to read the data from the blockchain you don't need to have the private key, or you don't need to have the balance in your wallet, right? So you can read anything from the blockchain without any paying any gas fees or anything, right? So that's how we
Exactly.
that's how we're gonna pull the information, that total supply. You can also pull the approve amount, and whatever details you want to pull from contract. So you can just simply write, let's say if I want to pull the approve that, so I'll be just writing up, approve contract function, approve, call. Okay, so yeah, you have to make sure that what is here that must that
Must
should be,
match, right?
yeah, that should be match here with the ABI
With
key.
the, with the functions on the ABI key. All
Yes,
right.
we don't have the approve here in the this ABI key. It should be having, but it's okay. So just
It's
make
okay. You can manually add it later, right? But I guess that the idea is super clear. You just go
yes.
to the contract that is verified, check out all of the functions there. If you need to add something, you add it on the ABI keys, and then you can call it there using that
From
syntax.
I mean, we don't just add in the ABI key, but ABI key is basically that. Let's say you go to the remix and um, you simply, let's say you want to deploy the CRC 720 contract, and here is the ABI key. So ABI key is for this contract. So if you want to interact with this particular contract, it will give you the ABI key of this contract for this all function names. So if you want to interact with this particular contract, you will need the ABI key of this contract only, and it have to be matched with contract function names and everything.
Got it.
Okay, and yeah, this is the exception that if it it's not able to get the things from the information from the blockchain, it will be just returning the error. And then now we get the balance. So as as uh, as we get the information here, we just simply calling the contract, go to the function, check the balance, and here, so here we have to pass the parameter to check the balance. As we go to here, if we want to check the balance, we have to enter the address that I want to check this address of balance. So that's where we add the this parameter to check the address, I mean wallet address that we are going to pass in the user prompt. So we're gonna pass two things: contract address and wallet address. Contract address to check the and get the information, and wallet address is to get the particular balance of that address. And here I'm simply just formatting the balance and doing some proper decimal thing. So formatted balance is that just simply just whatever the balance I get from here, I'm just dividing it into the decimals whatever set in the contract to get the not that flaw decimal values, I mean not with the way value, it will give you the exact value. And same thing, and then return this all things, that token balance report and name symbol total supply wallet. And it's, yeah, and this is the main thing, that it's also giving you the what do you say, URL for
Mhm.
token and the wallet. So you can just simply, I mean I'll show you that you can just simply check how you can simply just click and check, go to the explorer and verify it. And this is the main function. So what the main function that we brought here in the demo file, that after initializing the agent, we are having the main function, and in main function we get the user input, and then we pass the user input to the agent, and then we got the response and we print the response. So that's what we're gonna do here. That this was the check balance function that just to get the information and printing it. Now in the main function we do have this thing that it's going to so the main function is going to run the first, right? So um, Metis token balance agent is running on Metis Sepolia config, and the name of um, the the name that we have defined here, the Metis Sepolia. And yeah, simply gonna print everything. And yeah, here we're gonna get the user input, we're gonna have the, like, this is the exert thing, and check if the balance check request. So start with check. Okay, so this is how you want to have the user input. So when we want to check the balance, what we have to put that check and contract address here, and then wallet address. So that's how a prompt should be from the user. So that's what we are checking here, that user have to split into the three parts. Again, I'm not explaining it in a detail, but if you have any questions getting
Sure.
know this code, let me know. Running out of time, so I'm running little bit quickly. And it will checking the token balance, check the balance from the here.
Yes. So since we have like 10 more minutes left, I think it's quite clear about like, the functions and how you can edit this if you want to add more things. But right now, what we are going to be doing, I guess, is like, the running this code and then actually making sure that this thing is checking, the
Yes.
agent is checking this on the Metis chain, correct?
Yes. So okay, so I'm running this code Python 3 and file name.py.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is running. Format is you have to follow this format, check contract address. Let me get the contract address. So this is I'm running on the Sepolia. We will go to the mainnet later after this. So this is the contract address. You can see here contract
Mm-hmm.
details. The token name is ABC and CBD, just for the tasting purposes. This
You
is
created that token only for testing purposes, right?
for just the testing purposes. It's on the testnet only. And yeah, the name, this is ABC is the name and CBD is the symbol name. So okay, so this is the contract name, and let's see if I want to check the balance of this. I hope it does have the balance. Okay, so yeah, it do have the balance. We get the token name ABC, CBD, and total supply of this. As it didn't have the lot more supply. It was, I think, something around 700. So that's why it's giving us in this value. But let me get you quickly to the mainnet. So for a mainnet, we just have to chain list. I just need to change the RPC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me use any one of the RPC. I change the RPC and 1.8. Okay.
Yes, so you're adjusting the chain ID to the mainnet and then
Yes.
changing the RPC URL to know this, and we're gonna check out this
Yes.
on
Let's
chain.
check. Okay, so let's check this address. So how did I get this? I go to the token. I go to the Metis token, and this is the contract address. Okay, and go to the any transfer of this. So let me check the, this is passing from, so this is the user account, I guess. Yes, so that's how we get it. So token name Metis token, that we can verify it from here. Metis token, symbol name Metis, and total supply is this. Let me verify the total supply from here. Go to the rate contract, total supply. See 722
Mm-hmm.
14418, right? And the wallet. So the wallet address. So this wallet, okay. This wallet have this amount. Uh, okay. It have this amount of Metis, which is true, right? So giving you the data from the, and yeah, you can also click here and it will open you to the whatever token, and this will give you the wallet things if you want to verify that. Okay, this is the wallet address, and I think there is some issue.
But yeah, but I mean, this
Yeah.
essentially allows you to do that with any other wallet, any other token, and in fact, any other chain as well, right?
Yes. Any
Okay, so
and yeah, yeah. I mean, anything you just have to uh, change your the things and change a code little bit, and you'll be fine.
awesome, awesome. I see that we have almost 500 people joining us today. Thank you so much for joining this amazing workshop given by Nidhi. It was pretty basic, but at the same time, you saw in the code that there is a lot of details that one needs to manage in order to get to the point in which you can just simply check out the balance of a new wallet. And the good thing is that we have a public repository, and you can follow along this material. So Nidhi, to kind of close up this space or this streaming, I just would like to have a broader sense on what I can actually do on chain with these AI agents, right? Because right now we saw the basic thing, which is kind of checking out information from the blockchain and asking the, which I think can be useful for, improving the user experience, or maybe on some explorers, it can be embedded as an AI assistant so that I can use natural language to, ask things, and so on and so forth. But going further, what else could I done with this kind of script that we have, and this kind of framework that we have been showing with Alith?
Yes, so there are, I mean, a lot of things that you can integrate with. Elite itself have like a lot of things in their official documentation. Please go to their official documentation and check like what you can integrate and what not. But from my own perspective and from my own experience, I'll say that there are a lot of things. Let's say interacting with contract and doing account abstraction thing as well, doing cross chain transactions that you can do using this thing. So you can integrate this AI agent thing in your tab as well, as they have now the Elisa integration. So you can, there are like a lot of plugins. I mean, a God plugin they have, so you can use that God plugin into the, from the Elisa to Elite to do your Web3 things. It enables you to do like a lot of things like check balance, deploy token, and transfer money. I mean, transfer tokens as well, swapping tokens. So like I think all the things whatever we are doing on the Web3 blockchain, it allows you to do. Um, the one more thing that I would like to share, that is that uh, there is one only thing that stop us doing creating a like I mean, when we want to interact with the contract, is the private key, that we always have to
Mm,
share the private key, right? So that's the one thing that we are researching on, that this thing, that how we can manage this thing. Let's say I have to interact with the contract, but at the same time I have to give the private key to use my funds, right? I know there is the things that account abstraction thing and guestless things that
yeah,
you can put all the funds in one account, and then you use to pay
yeah.
in for them. But if we can get some more valuable ideas or solution, that would be great. If you guys like watching, um, feel free to drop comments on this on Metis developer groups or on the X.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think with TEs, there has been some innovation in this area. However, I'm not quite an expert here, so I would also appreciate if we can get some
Yeah.
insights from our developer community. So, Nidhi, thank you so much for joining us today and doing this live workshop with us. I know that we have a lot more to cover. Probably in the future, we can do another one with the Telegram bot,
Yeah.
so that we can check out more advanced things on chain, and see how it works with Telegram as well. I think it's quite an interesting integration. And for the people in our audience, please make sure to ask all of your questions, join our developer groups as well, and check out the Alice Bounty, right? You have until Wednesday to submit your contribution, and this can be one, some piece of content, maybe a video tutorial or a technical blog post in which you explain some new feature or new implementation that you have learned using Alid, or maybe you can just go to the source code and provide some commit with, maybe some bugs that you find, some issues. some additional feature that you implemented, whatever it is that you have been able to contribute to this framework that is open source and is constantly evolving, you can get rewarded with the Alith bounty, right? So make sure you check out that. Make sure you try out our Telegram bot tutorial as well. If you check it out on the Alith documentation, it's pretty straightforward and simple, at least the basic ones. And we're going to be there to support you. And of course, make sure you follow us on social media. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you have any questions, always feel free to send us a DM. I'm Victor Munoz, DevRel at Metis, and today we had Nidhi to explore AI agents on chain. Thank you so much, Nidhi.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye.